Hello. I hope in this strange time you're staying healthy and safe. I just want to thank Roy Beach Gallery for his opportunity for our show and do this interview to help connect and build this wonderful community. I'm Lindsey Steelman. My preferred pronouns are her and she. You can find me on Instagram. My profile is @steelwoman. I started to really create artwork in high school. I was able to enroll in a high school joint program called Butler Tech School of the Arts. It was a 2-year program with an art first-based curriculum. Once I graduated, I went to University of Cincinnati for a Bachelor in Fine Arts and a minor in Art History in their DAP program. Since I've graduated from UC, I've been working on artwork while I have a full-time job. I do feel like I was born to do art. Ever since I was a child, art was the main activity I've always excelled in. Picking up a pencil or paintbrush has always given me this excitement and direction in my life that no other experience has. Art always has something to learn and some skills to hone, which fuels my passion and the process of art and gives me something to look forward to. Reflecting back on my life, I would be a very different person if art wasn't in it. The thing I love about creating is the process of research from thought to final image. I'm constantly researching and looking at compositions of spaces and shapes I interact with. At the same time, I'm constantly working with different colors, color combinations, and color palettes that are unique and that express what I'm trying to convey. My creative process is heavily based in research of spaces I work and experience life in. I'm constantly looking at the so-called mundane tasks and the common places to see what kind of compositions they make on their own existence and how I project onto them and how that affects them. I also work with colors heavily. The colors showcase and speak to my thought process, and constant negotiations of how colors interact with each other, the conversation between the colors of how they push and pull, make me think of how I correlate with me interacting with my environment. What inspires me is pretty simple. It usually ends up being something interesting or unique that catches my eye. If a certain shape in a room, a certain pile of tools on my table, or a certain detail of an object, those kind of things spark my brain to actually look at it and see the form and how I can make a composition out of the ordinary. I look at abstract painters like Justice Alberts, Stanley Whitney, and Curry Moyer. They always inspire me when I feel stuck, especially with their conversation between colors. Another huge source of inspiration is Instagram. A couple artists I enjoy looking at is Tessa Pertz, Chalza, and Aaron O'Keefe, and seeing how their form of color and structure translate into modern times, or contemporary times. The major themes I work in throughout my body of work is color, space, memory, and identity. Talk about color and space, but the two other major themes are also noteworthy. Memory is used a lot in my work due to reflections of how I feel in the space and how I work in that space. And I use color to feel and inform about those emotions in my paintings. Identity is everywhere in the body of work. Every image you look at has a piece of me in it. The images are in some way a snapshot of me in a moment and how that shapes my identity. All these moments end up coming together to create who I am as a person. The main interactions I want the viewers to develop with my artwork is the emotional thought to slow down and reflect on our daily actions, to have a realization to look closer at things that are around them and view the unexpected beauty in it. I want the viewer to look at the interaction of colors that are communicating to each other in each painting and to see how the colors affect them. Do the colors convey the same emotion I have while painting them, or do they infer another emotion? And why do they infer something completely different? As any time period, there's always conflicts and strifes that we have to work through to become a better society and community. With that said, I think being an artist in the USA at this moment in time is pretty phenomenal. From my understanding of the past art world, it was quite tied to certain major cities and certain crowds and knowing so-and-so. In today's society, I see this as the most versatile time to be an artist. With Twitter and especially Instagram, artwork can be shared and viewed on an unconceivable level. With the internet, you can build and connect with other artists and communities that you might not have been able to connect with before. Many cities that I had the privilege to work in have strong art communities in which were built by artists in that area, which they build a structure for many opportunities for artists and society around them to engage in. Also, the U.S. is a very open realm for all arts and ideas. Everything can be put out, talked about, and viewed. I think it's a great time to be an artist in America. Thank you for listening to my interview and engaging with my artwork. Have a wonderful day.